Swastiastu. Hello, good morning. Hi, I'm Dwiyanti. Thanks for the time that given to me. For today, I would like to present about developing English listening material for the 7th-year students of junior high school. Today, I have 5 content. Okay, the first topic is introduction. Mastery of English is important and cannot be avoided. It will help students and useful for students in learning activity and real-life communication. In Indonesia, English teachers use student worksheet or LKS and course books. Student worksheet and and course books used by Indonesian teachers are proved to have many factual errors and words. Listening activities in the book were very little and the material used in listening activity were not authentic. Teachers in Indonesia tend to view listening as an important skill. Even listening skill don't test in national examination. Listening skill is important skill. More than 40% of our daily communication spend on listening. Based on the condition that I said before, the researchers attempted to develop the material needed for the teaching and learning listening for our 7th grade student of junior high school. Next, material is anything used by teacher or learners in learning process. Material development encompasses any kinds of activity and exercises, problem solving, games, role play, reading, and etc. 4 fundamental characteristics mentioned by Tom Leasons. The first one is material have an impact on the students. The material development is gauged towards students' autonomy and independence. And then the material giving students opportunities to use a language in really communicative activity. And the last one is material should address different learning style and intelligence. There's Rico divides listening into 3 types. The first one is listening to repeat. Second, listening to understand. And the last one, listening to communicate. And principal must consider when the teachers wants to teach listening. Next, methodology. Type of the research is research and development or R&D, because the purpose of the research is to design a new product. The participant of the research is first grade student of junior high school in Singaraja. The data was collected by the observation and interview, and instrument of the article is observation done directly, finding in discussion. The first is the characteristic of good listening material. The material compatibility with the school-based curriculum was judged from the standard competency and basic competency and must closely follow the guidelines of the school-based curriculum. And the next, the characteristic of good listening material based on the good material and listening teaching and learning theory. The material should have an impact of the students. Second, the material should expose the students with different ways of information processing system. Third, developed by considering different levels of the students' academic ability. And then the material should give exposure to real language. And the last one, expose students to different types of listening. The listening topic which are need to be developed based on the school, based on curriculum. The researchers developed the topic based on the requirement of the school based on curriculum. There are topics developed by the researchers. You can see in the table on the PPT. All the material developed by the researchers were based on the curriculum, and the results of the fall test showed that the material developed by the researchers achieved an 88% level of compatibility with the school-based curriculum. The listening activity which is need to be developed for the 7th year students of junior high school. The activities developed are activities that meet the characteristic of good material and teaching. And then the material should be printed in full color. It will be impact of the student interesting. And the third, record using a mix of the native speaker and native speakers of English. And then the listening material was divided into 3 parts, namely the pre-listening, mind listening, and post listening. Lastly, the researchers developed 3 difficult levels. The first one is low level students, second normal students, and the last one is fast or smart students. By the designing the material, the teachers will have one less problem to organize students in one class of equal ability. Listening material development process. The first one, the researchers start with the observation of classroom activity, and then researchers find that the teachers give little emphasis of the listening. Second, absence of language laboratory and material, and the last one is course books sometimes different than curriculum. By the researchers finding, the researchers decide to develop the listening material. The final product was a set of listening material. The first one is 3 books for the students, a book for teachers, and listening material in form of CD. The researchers also put some previous review to support the data. The first one is Kagan, second Nuna, and then the Diaz Rico, Miller, and the last one is Harmer. For suggestion, based on the article, the suggestion is future material development, as I mentioned before, should involve more scholars and experts from the different disciplines to make develop material becomes a better material. Teachers and the researchers must always try to keep up with the recent development and developing materials that might analyze the novelty of technology to create even more interesting and meaningful material and activity. And for the limitation of the research is that the final product is listening material for grade 7 junior high school. That means that the material only for the grade 7 junior high school. And the last one topic is conclusion. Based on the explanation contained in the article, it can be concluded that the material for the listening learning needs to be improved based on the competency standard and competency basic of the school based on the curriculum for 7th grade students. There are also several activities that need to be improved in a good learning characteristic based on the school curriculum. In the process of improving, the material must be improved based on its weakness, and then the material must be assessed by experts and tested directly. The final product is a set of listening material in the form of 3 student books, 1 teacher books, and the last one a listening tape in the form of a DPD. All right, thank you for your attendant, and I will close with Prama Santi, Om Santi 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 Om.